Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wrestling Experience. My name is Earl Cole, and tonight we're going to bring you tricks and treats because it's the holiday edition, it's the Halloween edition of the Wrestling Experience. Tonight, we're going to present to you the Wrestling Experience. Tonight on tonight's show, we're going to talk about AEW Dynamite. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Mr. McMahon. I got some news on Rhea Ripley that isn't good. And of course, anything else that's on my mind tonight here on the Wrestling Experience. So sit back and enjoy the ride of the Wrestling Experience because it's Thursday, and that could only mean one thing. It's time for the Wrestling Experience, which is presented by, and it's always powered by, our good friends, our great friends at the Hardcore Sports.
Wake up, no sunlight, so cold, sleep is nice, so tired, my eyes fight, they just wanna close back up tight, get up, hoodie on, hard work at the crack of dawn, this life ain't for the weak ones, no, this life pure only for the strong, feeling slow, shake it off, don't got time for negative thoughts, red sight, got the dot, shoot my shot, I want the top, never lost, got my plot, know my story, I know my boss, I will fight against the clock, time's a limited gift from God. One day I will have my victory, crush all my enemies so viciously, work so hard my hands are blistering, and they will carve my name in history.
Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take a new song.
All right. Welcome to the Wrestling Experience. Happy Halloween to everyone. I hope you all had a good day. And it's been a fun day for me. It's been a long day. It's been a arduous day, but it's been a celebratorial day here. And don't forget, I belong to the YouTube Partner Program. You can send me super chats. You could sign up to be a part of my community. Whatever you want to do, you can please do so. And it doesn't, it's very affordable. It's very affordable. If you like what my content is, if you like everything that I bring to you each and every time I go live, don't forget to turn on that notifications bell as well so you know when I go live. I'm going to give you the best entertainment I could possibly give you. And of course, I'm here for you. And of course, my loyal viewers. And I want to thank you all so much for doing that. And one thing I want to just say, I want to say one thing. Please make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure that you smash that like button. It is so important that you do. It's very important that you do. And I would love for you to do that. And I love for you to join my community because I'm here to entertain you. I'm here to give you the best wrestling news I could possibly give you. Plus, I will give you some news and updates. And of course, I'll talk about all the TV weekly shows that I've done over the weeks. Of course, my week began with Monday Night Raw. That was a very interesting show, to say none the least. Then we had Dynamite last night. And then, of course, now we're going to finish the week with SmackDown tomorrow night, which I will be on the air at 7:50 for that telecast. And then, of course, don't forget this Saturday night, I'm doing double duty. I'm doing double duty this Saturday night. I'm going to bring you. I'm going to bring you the WWE's PLE in the afternoon in the desert, known as Crown Jewel. We're going to do that on Saturday afternoon. Then Saturday night, Saturday night, we're going back to Philadelphia and we're going to have Collision. So it's going to be a very busy Saturday for yours truly. And I can't wait to do both shows, and I can't wait to bring you all the PLE action and, of course, the Collision action for you here at the Hardcore Sports. So, with all of that being said, let's get the party started. SG Sports Talk Channel, how you doing tonight? How's it going? So, if you all didn't hear, how are you? Hi. If you all didn't hear the news, apparently what happened was is it was. I'm good, Sardu. Thank you so much. Make sure that you hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. Um, and of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course, subscribe to my community. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, you can always join my community. Thank you so much. Um, so, if you all didn't hear what happened to Rhea Ripley was attacked in the parking lot, from Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. So, what happened on NXT was that Rhea Ripley was left a bloody mess in the parking lot. After that incident, Rhea Ripley suffered an orbital bone fracture to the face. So Rhea Ripley is going to be out of action indefinitely because of the incident. Because of the incident between Rodriguez and Liv Morgan and her interactions in the parking lot, Liv Morgan put Rhea Ripley back on the shelf. So Rhea Ripley's going to be on the shelf now indefinitely. We don't know when Rhea Ripley's going to return. She's got a cracked orbital bone in her face. And Liv Morgan, I guess, will come on Raw and brag about what they did to Rhea on Raw. Um, as you all know, the days of Liv, she's going to go against Nia Jax this Saturday for the the Crown Jewel Championship belt, and who's going to get that inaugural championship. We're going to find out this Saturday afternoon. This Saturday afternoon. Now, we're going to be on the air at 1 p.m. Remember, the new start time is at 1 o'clock. No more 12:50. We're going to be on the air at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. this Saturday on here exclusively on the Hardcore Sports. So that is going to happen this Saturday. It is Crown Jewel. We will have Crown Jewel. And speaking of Crown Jewel, I'm going to be giving you the predictions for Crown Jewel, and that will happen tonight here on the Hardcore Sports, and of course the Wrestling Experience. I'm going to give you that, and then I'm going to give you upcoming shows and everything else that's happening. So that is the story with Rhea Ripley. That is the story with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is out indefinitely with a cracked orbital bone to the eye socket. So, all right. So that's the story of Rhea Ripley. The PW Insider. The PW Insider reports that Vince McMahon is establishing an entertainment company to finance, develop, and produce films and television content. The former WWE personnel included Brad Blum, Christy Pote have been recruited. Kevin Dunn, however, will not be part of this adventure. The company's headquarters are expected to be in Los Angeles, California. So apparently, Vince McMahon Vince McMahon seems to be wanting to rear his ugly head again, and he's going to come with this entertainment company. Now, here's the question that I have for you all. Here's a question: Would you watch? Would you watch Mr. McMahon? Would you watch Mr. McMahon entertainment company? Would you endorse it? Would you back it? Would you watch it? Would you watch his content and what he brings to the table? Now, I know some of you must have seen the documentary. You must have seen that now. I haven't seen it yet. I saw bits and pieces of it. I haven't sat down and really sink my teeth into the documentary. I haven't seen it yet. It is on Netflix, and it I should watch Vince McMahon's content. Yeah, well, if you want to, now listen. This is up to you. This is entirely up to you. If you seen the documentary and you want to see if Mr. McMahon comes out with this new adventure, and you want to see his content, and that's fine. But for me, after what I've read on the internet, what I have done with the Mr. McMahon story, I don't think I would want to endorse somebody who is just absolutely crazy. Things that he did with ladies. Back, I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it. I don't think I would ever endorse anything Mr. McMahon has done. I really don't, because I find him to be very, very vile and very disappointing. The things that he has done in the past with women and being unprofessional, I don't think I want to endorse something like that. I don't think I would want to watch it. But if you want to watch his new content whenever it comes out, if you want to watch it, that's your prerogative. That is your prerogative. That is for you. That's for you. But for me personally, and this is my personal opinion, I wouldn't endorse him. I wouldn't. I'm not a fan of treating women like garbage. I'm not a fan of it. So I can't endorse something I just can't. I mean, like I said, if you want to do it and you want to endorse him, that's fine. By the way, thank you for the like over on the Facebook side. Um, okay, Shadu, I'm glad that you would endorse him. I'm sure others would too. I'm sure others would too, and that's fine. That like I said, that is your prerogative. That's not mine. I'm not here to say that you're not supposed to or you're forbidden from doing. No, I'm not going to say none of that. That's your opinion, and that's your opinion only. If you want to endorse him, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. If he comes out with something new and you want to do it, Grandizer, how you doing tonight? Like I said, if you want to endorse him, that's fine. Okay. All right. All right. So that's the story about Mr. McMahon. Yes. Don't say that. Let people be people. Or no, Grandizer. Like I said before, you were in the middle of my conversation. What I just said was, is Grandizer. If you want to endorse Mr. McMahon, endorse other content. Yeah. If you want to endorse Mr. McMahon, if you feel in your heart that you want to invest your time and you want to, if you want to contribute to his company and you want to see what he does, and produces film and television content. If you like that stuff, if you want to endorse Mr. McMahon, that's fine. Leslie, how you doing? Thank you so much, Leslie, for your comment. If you want to, if you want to endorse Mr. McMahon and his endeavors and all his future endeavors, that is fine. That is up to you. That is your opinion. But in my opinion only, and like I said before, I'm not here to change anyone's mind. I'm not here to say my way is the highway. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that if you want to endorse Mr. McMahon, fine. But for me personally, after what I've read and what I've been through with the trenches and everything else, and what I've seen, I can't. I just can't. I can't back something like that. I just can't. It's not for me. It's not for me. If it's for other people, that's fine. But for me, no, no bueno. Good luck to Mr. McMahon and his all his endeavors. and everything else. All right, all right, all right. Now let's move on, shall we? All right. Um, let's talk about Dynamite. AEW Dynamite was last night. Last night, AEW Dynamite, and it was in Cleveland, Ohio. It was Fright Night. The show wasn't bad. We gave the show, me and Sarah gave the show a B. The show was fine for what it was. The show was fine for what it was. And again, like I said before, I'll say it again. Um, we we enjoyed what we were watching. Again, Moxley comes out with him and his cronies coming out in the Dynamite set. Endorse Earl E. and the mothership. Thank you very much, Grandizer. And everyone, like I said, I belong to the YouTube Partner Program. If you want to sign up for my community, please do so. Please do so. You can. It's very affordable, very easy to do. All you got to do is sign up and everything. No, no, good times. Thank you very much, Grandizer. So so Dynamite was good last night for what it was. The only thing I didn't care for was the women's division matches. That left me flat. And the audience was really not into it. And like I said before, if you're not into it, then why should I? Why should I invest my time and energy? How often do you go live? SG, thank you for that question. I go live every Thursday. I go live every Monday. I go live every Friday. So every Monday, Wednesday, I go live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's when I go live. That's when you see me live. And I do go live. Now I'll be going live on Saturday nights as well, once Collision starts up again. So um and of course I do some PLEs as well. Um so I'm a big fan of Hawk, but that's good, SG. I'm glad. Um, so Dynamite was good. So let's talk about the main event for a second. Let's talk about this. Shelton Benjamin took on took on Swerve Strickland. The match was fine. The match was all right for what it was. The match was great. These two men were in sync with one another. They were move for move, hold for hold, counter for counter. In the end, Swerve Strickland wins the match. Swerve Strickland goes over Shelton Benjamin, and the two men neutralized each other to no end in the match. But what we got out after the match was absolutely great. It was the Hurt Business reuniting in the ring. And why I say they reunited? Well, MVP got on the cell phone and he was talking to someone. Now, we didn't know who he was talking to. When the lights came back on and we looked up the aisleway, here came Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley then came into the ring and laid waste to Prince Nana and Swerve Strickland. And Sarah said it brilliantly. She called it. I believe that at Full Gear, we're going to get that match. Swerve Strickland and Bobby Lashley. I don't have a problem with this at all. I don't have a problem with this at all. I don't. This is great. This is great. So I believe that that match is going to take place, and I believe that match is going to be book signed and delivered. As is Adam Cole and MJF. I believe that match is going to get booked solid as well. Adam Cole again, and let's talk about him for a second. Adam Cole took on Buddy Matthews. The match was fun. The match was great. I love what Buddy Matthews did to Adam Cole. Fired him up, got on the microphone, said some choice words to Adam Cole. Cole got fired up. He was in the ring. He was gun ho. He came back in the ring. He showed Matthews who was boss in the ring. Adam Cole did win the match, but then as the lights came back on, in came Malachi Black. And I believe that's the next opponent for Adam Cole is Malachi, the leader of the House of Black. So again, good stuff. Good stuff. Good interaction in the ring. Orange Cassidy then came out and began Dynamite, and he challenged Moxley for the AEW title. And again, like I said, would we get this match? Would it be? And Sarah, again, I have to tip my hat to her. Again, she called it. She said, yes, Earl, that match is going to be official. And she was right. Spot on stuff, Sarah. Spot on. And it was great. Chef's kiss, we got the match. So now at Full Gear, this is the main event. It will be Orange Cassidy taking on John Moxley for the AEW title. The title is up for grabs. And again, that is going to be a banger. I believe that match is going to be a banger. I cannot wait to do Full Gear. Now, Full Gear is going to happen on Saturday night, November the 23rd. Saturday night, November the 23rd. And it should be great. It should be a great time. SG Sports says Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez should be banned after attacking Rhea. And this was such a brutal and heinous act. Yes, it was. Yes, it was, SG. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was absolutely brutal. It was heinous. It was diabolical. It was a setup. And Rhea now is on the shelf. Rhea is on the shelf because of it. And again, we just alluded to that in the beginning of the stream. Yes. Um. So so now we have Moxley taking on Orange Cassidy at Full Gear. Also, what was shocking last night was Private Party. Now, let's talk about this match for a second. Private Party took on the Elite. The match was great. Logan James, I think the Young Bucks, who knows the truth, leader in BCC. This is why the Young Bucks are working from home. Anything's possible, Logan. And hit that like button, Logan. Thank you. And if, subscribe to the channel as well. We greatly appreciate it. Um, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that really got everything going here with this match. Like I said, the match was fine. The match was all right for what it was. Both men really played their part well in the match. I love the match itself. And on an entertainment level, I give this an 8. The match was an 8. The match was an 8 for me. It was great. Private Party came out and they had their backs against the wall. They had their backs against the wall because if they did not win the AEW title, then that means that they would have split. But the match, like I said, was crisp. It was clean. It had fluidity to it, and it had a shocking moment. Private Party became your AEW Tag Team Champions after hitting the gin and juice, sipping on gin and juice way back. I'm old school, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so cool. That's it. That's it. So anywho, anywho, so that was the match. That was the match. That was the match. That was it. So that was it. That was it. So we had that match. All right, we had that match. That was fine. That was fine. Um, Afterwards, the Young Bucks were angry. They left the arena, stuffing their luggage in the car, and took off. And Brandon Cutler was left alone. And when he turned around, Moxley's crew, well, Here's the thing with a hammer and a hand. If you're going to hit somebody with a hammer and a hand, make sure you rehearse that correctly. Moxley used the hammer on Cutler's hand, but really didn't actually hit his hand with the hammer. He hit the tire that was there. His hand was pressed against some tire or some forklift or whatever you want to call it. He didn't hit him correctly, but at least Brandon Cutler did sell it somewhat. But it was all right. They attacked him backstage. Christian again talking about Hook, about what he did to Taz's father. They're on a collision course as well. I think Taz and Hook. I think not Taz. I think Hook and Christian are going to hook it up. No pun intended at Full Gear. I think that's another match we're going to get. QT Marshall as a pre-show match. Boring. Very boring. Very vanilla. I don't know why Tony Khan signed the match, but anyway, QT Marshall was in the match. We'll discuss it later on. We'll discuss it. Trust me, we'll discuss it. So yeah, so that was the synopsis of Dynamite last night. That was some of the takeaways from Dynamite. Like I said, the match was fine. The match was all right for what it was. It really was. Um, all right. So and another thing too is again they're not explaining. They're not explaining like why is Marina Shafir with the group? That's another thing. That's something I want. Inquiring minds want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Like, why is she involved with Moxley? And when are we going to get the answers to all the questions we're looking for? Don't know. I don't know. But I guess time will tell when they're going to give us an answer. When are we going to get that answer? Well, we're going to find out and see. All right. So let's talk about Crown Jewel. Let's talk about that for a second. All right. Let's talk about Crown Jewel. All right. We have 7 matches for you. 7. Yeah, we have 7 matches for you. And let's talk about this for a second. All right. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. All right, if you all don't know the backstory, all right, Kevin Owens was upset with Cody Rhodes about his relationship with Roman Reigns, and he questioned Cody's thought process on the tag match on the last PLE with Roman at Bad Blood. The bloodline reared its ugly head. Roman and Cody won the match. But that wasn't the story. The story was the parking lot. Everyone saw the video. Everyone saw what Owens did to Cody in the parking lot. Owens was suspended for his actions, or so we thought. He shows up and interferes in Lash Legends um match. Shows up, they cut the mic off. He does these videos and everything else. And then he attacks Randy Orton in the parking lot, and this kicks off what we're going to get at Crown Jewel. Orton comes to the general manager, Nick Aldis. He says, I want a piece of Owens. And Aldis says, I can't do that. Well, then Orton says, well, I think I know who to talk to. Orton comes out on a recent edition of Friday Night SmackDown. He calls out the game Triple H on Gorilla. Triple H gets off of Gorilla, comes on the arena floor. The two of them have exchanged words, and Triple H says that he was protecting Randy from himself, and Owens, he was getting in the middle of it. But then Triple H broke down and says, you know what? You want to beat each other up so bad? So be it. So be it. Again, this build has been great. The build has been great because Orton, and Rhodes and Owens were all buddy, good guys, but no more. Owens just snapped, and he snapped on his two friends, on his two former friends, and he snapped. He had enough. So he beat Cody in the parking lot, and he did the same thing to Randy Orton. So all of that back and forth, all of that history that led up to this moment, to this point. So I'm gonna say in my heart of hearts, Orton is gonna win the match over Owens. I'm gonna have Owens be defeated by Orton here at Crown Jewel. Um, I think he should get a lesson from Orton. I think Orton should teach him a lesson, and teach him a lesson he will. But I have I have Randy Orton going over Owens, and I think he should teach him a lesson. I think he should teach him a very valuable lesson, and I think that's going to happen at Crown Jewel. I do. All right. Um. All right. L.A. Knight versus Carmelo Hayes and Andrade for the United States Championship match. This is a triple threat. All right, let's give a backstory to that match if you want the backstory. Andrade and Carmelo Hayes have been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with their matches. Number 7 was supposed to be the crescendo. We didn't get it at Friday Night SmackDown. Why? Because of LA Knight. LA Knight was inserted in this feud, and they have been going back and forth. Andrade and Carmelo have been going back and forth with the United States Championship, talking about that they belong in the championship pay window picture. Andrade had his moment in the sun with LA Knight, and he lost. Carmelo Hayes had a moment with LA Knight, and he lost. So now they made Knight the special guest referee. This was supposed to be the end, but it was not. What happened? LA Knight attacked both men in the match, and the match was washed. Nick Aldis came to LA Knight and says, you know what? You've messed up things so bad that I'm going to punish you. So now you got both men at Crown Jewel, and that's for the United States champion. So Knight and Carmelo Hayes and Andrade are all locked together, and this time there will be no doubt about it in here. So I'm going to have LA Knight retain. I'm going to say he's going to retain the United States champion, the United States championship. He's going to retain, and retain he should. He's going to teach these two fools a lesson on messing with L.A. Knight. Yeah. So I have LA Knight retaining the United States champion. Yep. All right. Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair will take on Piper Niven, Chelsea Green, Legend, Lash Legend, and Jakara Jackson, Io Sky, and Kyrie Singh for the WWE Women's Championship. I'll give you a backstory to that as well. All of these ladies have been feuding for the past couple of weeks and months for the women's championship, trying to do one-upsmanship in the match. Interference, 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 interference. Pinfalls, 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 pinfalls in this feud. All of these ladies have been fighting and wanting a piece of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Well, now all of that interaction, all of that interwovenness, as I like to call it, all of that interwovenness has culminated into this fatal five, I believe it's four-way, fatal four-way. And here are the rules of a fatal four-way. There are none. Just like the triple threat match, there are none. There's no disqualification. There's no pinfall. I mean, there's no disqualification, no countouts whatsoever. The match can only end via pinfall or submission, and that is when the title will change hands. It cannot change hands any other way. So even though there's no disqualification, but I never seen. I don't know if in WWE history has the title ever changed hands in a disqual. I'd have to check that out. Jordan Kirby, you're not dressing up for Halloween. No, Jordan. No, this is the costume. This is the costume. I hope you like it. Glasses and everything else. That's the costume. Uh, but happy Halloween to you, Jordan. I hope you're doing well out there, and I hope everyone's doing a great Halloween. I hope you all are safe out there. And make sure that you smash the like button, guys. Like I said, I belong to the YouTube partner program. You can send me all kind of stuff. You can join my community. I greatly appreciate it. So so you're you're not dressing up. Okay, I remember that. So all right, in this match, let's get back to the women's title. I have Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair retaining over these ladies. The match is going to be entertaining. Will it be entertaining? Yes. Have I seen all of these ladies mix it up before? Yes. Boring control, as I like to call them, boring control. And Jakarta, then lastly, yeah, I have Bianca and Jade retaining over these ladies. Yep. I smell a retainment, and I wouldn't accept anything else. All right. Bronson Reed takes on Seth Rollins in an unsanctioned match. The WWE doesn't want to have any part of this, so this match is unsanctioned. I don't even know if Rollins is going to make it to Crown Jewel. We have to see. And why I said that, all right, I'll give you some backstory. Rollins and Bronson Reed have been brawling for weeks now, for weeks on Raw. Both men have been brawling. This culminated into what happened months ago on Monday Night Raw. So I'll go back a little bit. A couple of months ago, on a recent edition of Monday Night Raw, Bronson Reed attacked Seth Rollins and gave him not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but I believe it was six or seven tsunamis. He put Rollins on the shelf. Fast forward to the last Monster Standing match. Bronson Reed was in the ring with Braun Strowman. Strowman did suffer a groin tear in the match, and he's on the shelf currently. Bronson Reed was trying to win the last Monster Standing match. Rollins came in the ring, curb stomped his face into the steel steps. He couldn't answer the 10 count, and Braun Strowman is your winner, thanks to Rollins. Fast forward to this to later on in the week on Raw. Rollins comes out and he starts brawling with Bronson Reed all over the arena. These guys could not keep their hands off each other. Backstage segments, backstage brawls, all over the parking lot. All over. But what happened this past Monday night? Rollins was put through a table by Bronson Reed into the concrete floor. Rollins was taken to the hospital, and we haven't heard any medical updates since then. So the match is in question. The match is in question. But who I think is going to win the match, I'm going to put the edge to Bronson Reed here. I think Bronson Reed is going to go and beat Rollins in the match. If the match happens and Rollins shows up for the match, I think Bronson Reed is going to have an advantage. And I think he's going to go over Rollins. So I have Bronson Reed winning the match. All right. Liv Morgan and Nia Jax for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. This is going to be very interesting and interesting indeed. Well, at first I was going to make one prediction, but now that prediction has been washed with Rhea Ripley on the shelf. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are on a roll. And I don't see anything. Well, of course, you have Tiffany Stratton in the mix. And she's missed Money in the Bank. She still hasn't cashed that money back, that Money in the Bank briefcase. This can swing either way. I could see Tiffany Stratton use that Money in the Bank briefcase on Nia in the match and become the women's champion. Or I could see her cashing in on Liv, on the days of Liv. But I believe this is what's going to happen here. I think because Raquel Rodriguez is down at ringside, and you know they're going to be up to shenanigans, you know they're going to be up to things. I'm going to say Liv Morgan is going to be your brand new and first ever inaugural Crown Jewel champion. I think that is the road they're going to travel on, and she's going to be known as Liv Two Belts. I believe that's what's going to happen. And then what's going to happen is, I don't know, we might get a cash in. And I think Tiffany Stratton's going to wake up and backstab Nia. I think we're going to get a cash in. And I think she's going to backstab Nia and win that championship at Crown Jewel. I could see all of that playing out in my mind. I really could. I really could see that with all certainty in my mind. I think that is exactly what's going to happen here. So I'm going to say Liv wins the championship, and Tiffany Stratton screws Nia, and she wins the women's championship, and she goes into the sunset with the new belt. Yep. 2 new champions in one match. Yep. Gunther. Here it comes. Here is the last match, folks. No, it's not the last match. No, I'm not done yet. Gunther will take on Cody Rhodes for the Men's Crown Jewel Championship. Now, again, this match, this is a hard to predict them. This is a pick 'em. Um, Gunther so far has not defended the time championship at all. I mean, he had a few title, not a few, but I don't know how many times has Gunther done this championship, but his championship run has been lackluster, very lackluster. Cody Rhodes, however, has been defending that belt. Okay, his opponents are not, you know, no slouches, but at least he has been defending the title. So you can't say he's not defending the title every day. He does it in house shows. He does it on TV. He's in the ring. He's there. Gunther hasn't done none of that. Gunther has done none of that. So based upon what I just said, and based upon how I'm feeling at this point, I think Cody Rhodes is going to win the belt. So I have Liv winning the belt, and I have Cody winning the belt, and I think that's the road they're going to travel on. Cody's going to win that belt over Gunther. Even though Ludwig Kaiser is going to show up and he's probably going to do his thing and be up to things in the match, I'm going to say with my heart of hearts here that Cody will become the inaugural Crown Jewel champion at Crown Jewel. Yep. All right. We're on to the last match, and I believe this will close Crown Jewel. It's Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. The match is going to be great. The match is going to be fine. This bloodline feud has been going on since after WrestleMania. This new bloodline has put down Paul Heyman, Jimmy Uso, Roman Reigns, and anyone else who gets in front of them, like a freight train. Last Friday night on SmackDown, the tag team champs were thwarted when Jimmy and Jay Uso reunited, and that spelled doom for the tag team champions. What's going to happen this Saturday? Well, I'm going to tell you this much. You still have Jacob Fatu, and he's not in the match, but you know he's going to be up to things. You know he's going to be up to things. Roman and the Usos need their backs covered. And what's up with Sami Zayn? What was up with him talking to Solo? So that's something we need to think about as well. Is Sammy in Solo's back pocket? And will he help the bloodline win over Roman and the Usos? I don't know. Excuse me. A lot of question marks here, folks. A lot of question marks. So I'm gonna say with all certainty that Solo is gonna win the match. The Bloodline 2.0 is gonna go over Roman and the Usos because of the Zayn factor, because of Jacob Fatu's involvement. So that is the only reason why I say that. So that is my prediction. That is my predictions for Crown Jewel. So those are my predictions for Crown Jewel 2024. As I said, we're going to be on the air with Crown Jewel at 1 o'clock, at 1 p.m., exclusively on the Hardcore Sports. It'll be me, it'll be Mitch, and Sarah. We're going to bring you Crown Jewel 2024. We'll be on the air exactly at 1 p.m. And we're going to have that telecast. All right, man. All right, guys. That was Crown Jewel. That was Crown Jewel. Now, remember, you can follow them on Twitch at Hardcore Sports. You can follow them on Instagram at Hardcore Sports. You can follow them on Facebook at Hardcore Sports. You can follow them on TikTok at Hardcore Sports. You can follow them, of course, on X at Hardcore Sports. You can, of course, subscribe to their YouTube channel. And we hope that you have a great Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, and Thursday evening here. Boo, boo, boo. At the Hardcore Sports. Thank you so much. All right. So, programming note. I'll be back in 24 hours with with SmackDown. SmackDown will happen tomorrow night. It is the go home show. It is the go home show for Friday Night SmackDown, and it will be on the USA Network. I'm going to be on the air at 7:50 Eastern Daylight Standard Time if y'all keep it where it is. Yes, indeed. Don't be greedy. Um, Ram, how's it going tonight? Ram, how is it going tonight? Ram, how is it going? Smash that like button, everyone. Smash it. So tomorrow night I'm going to be on the air at 7:50 with SmackDown. We're going to do that. Then I'm going to be doing double duty Saturday. Saturday afternoon I'm going to join Mitch and Sarah. We're going to do Crown Jewel. We're going to do that. Then Saturday night, happy Friday. I'm good, bro. Don, happy Friday to you. Again in Australia. Ram, how's it going? And of course, don't forget, I'll have Crown Jewel this Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. I'm going to join Mitch and Sarah, as I said, for Crown Jewel. Then Saturday night, turn up the heat and more wrestling for you here on the Hardcore Sports as I bring you Collision. We're going to return with Collision, and that will happen. That will happen on Saturday night. Now, I'll be on the air for that telecast at 7:50 Eastern Daylight Standard Time. I'll be on the air at 7:50 for Collision. As I return to action with Collision, we're going to bring you from Collision from Brotherly Love and the Lyortis Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Temple University's Lyortis Center in downtown Philadelphia, PA. And that's going to happen this Saturday with Collision. So it's going to be a busy Saturday. Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. I hope you all like wrestling because we're going to bring it to you. Hopefully you are having a great day. Yes, I am, Ram. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day as well. As I said before, everybody, please smash that like button. All right, everyone, before we get out of here, just another programming note. I'm going to return, as I said, with Friday Night SmackDown tomorrow night, Crown Jewel Saturday afternoon, Collision Saturday night. Then I'll return again on Monday night with Monday Night Raw. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Then we're going to do it all over again. Monday Night Raw, AEW Dynamite, the Wrestling Experience, and then Friday Night SmackDown. Another thing, next Thursday, I have a very special guest, Hologram. Hologram is coming here to the Wrestling Experience, and he's going to help me rewind Crown Jewel. We're going to talk about Crown Jewel. We're going to rewind Crown Jewel. And we're going to talk about AEW Dynamite. Hey! We'll be here. We're going to talk about that and so much more here on the Wrestling Experience. Well, that is going to do it for me. That's all the tricks. That's all the treats I have for you tonight. I want to thank you all so much for your love, your admiration, your support, and everything else. I can't do the show without you. I can't do the show without my community. If you want to sign up for my community, please do so. Please do so. It's very affordable, very easy to do. and you could be part of this great content. I work extremely hard to give you all the entertainment, all the news stories that I have for you, all of the stuff that we do here at the Wrestling Experience. Yeah, so if you want to be part of it all you gotta do is sign up. Sign up and be part of my online community here on YouTube. It's so much fun. And don't forget to subscribe to the Hardcore Sports. Please don't forget that we have some great content creators on the Hardcore Sports. They are fabulous at what they do. The Queens of the Ring, Pick'ems, and all the football content, all the basketball content, everything the Hardcore Sports does here. It's not only just wrestling we do here at the Hardcore. We do everything. We do everything, and we give it to you. And we have the most best knowledgeable people that you could possibly ever want, and they give you the best extravaganza for your bottom dollar. So that's a testament to all of what we do here at the Hardcore Sports. And again, like I said before, we hope that you had a great Thursday, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your Halloween. And be safe out there if you're going out trick or treating or you're going to a party. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. And I'll see you in just 24 hours. I will see you in 24 hours for SmackDown. So that is going to do it for me here at the Hardcore Sports. Daniel Meredith Sports, how's it going tonight? How is it going? Smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button. So, yeah, so that's going to do it for me. That is going to do it for me. But like I said, before I get out of here again and programming out again, like I said, tomorrow night, we're going to do SmackDown. We're going to do SmackDown tomorrow night. We're going to do that. And so much more. And of course, as I said, we're going to do Crown Jewel this Saturday, a network exclusive here at the Hardcore Sports. We'll be on the air at 1 p.m. And of course, then I will be moving over to Collision. I will have that telecast for you. I'll do that telecast for you. And I'll be on the air at 7:50 Eastern Daylight Standard Time. And again, I want to thank all my loyal viewers. I want to thank you all for all the love, all the subs that you've given me here at the Hardcore Sports. So that's going to do it. That's going to do it for yours truly. And I want to thank you all so much for watching the Wrestling Experience. I'm Earl Cole, and thank you for watching the Wrestling Experience. And we'll be back again together again on Friday night for Friday Night SmackDown. From all of us here at the Hardcore Sports, I'm Earl Cole. Good night, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow night for Friday Night SmackDown.
Taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots.